Good evening and welcome back to the channel. What you're looking at the moment is the flight radar website, and I've managed to, just for an example, just show you the route that will be taken on my flight to Croatia in the next couple of weeks. As the flight goes from Birmingham Airport there and obviously follows the route down past Coventry, down to past Oxford, and then out along the left side of London, so the Heathrow side, and comes down over the channel here and heads down through over Paris according to this, and then cuts across down Switzerland over the Alps over to Venice, which is here, and then follows the Croatian coast all the way down to Dubrovnik. So when you fly into Dubrovnik, providing you've got the correct seat, which of course I have because I always choose the right one. So if you sit on this side of the plane, the left hand side, which is A, B or C, if you're sitting on A or B, then you are going to get this side of the plane's view. If you're sat on D, E or F, you're going to get this side. So according to this map, it was flying down under Split, over the Isle of Brac, Havor, and then down the side of Orebec, over Ston, down towards the Elefiti Islands, which are here. This is Michelet, this is Korčula. You got the island of Vis. All these are inhabitable islands. They're habitable islands. I mean, this is Michelet, which is a national park. But from Ston downwards, you've got Elefiti Islands. There are 12 in total, as we saw in the last video I did. So as you see, these are the main islands: Shipon, Lopod and Kolochep. So this route today was down over the top of these. So it was flying level with the cruise port, which is here. So if you're sitting this side of the plane, you're going to see the bridge, the harbour and the Lapad Bay where I'm going to be staying. And then you fly level with the old town, which is brilliant. You're going to have a fantastic shot. Fort Lovrenac, and then the city walls, and then of course Lochram Island, which is here. And you fly directly over the sea towards the airport, which is based at Chilipi. So you fly over Savtat, straight over the runway. So you land, and then you land towards Montenegro, and then you taxi into the terminal, which is there. So that flight landed early, according to what I read. If we scroll down to the picture of the plane, that was the plane that was used, which is the one I flew out on to go to Benidorm. The one I came back on had a sun on the top of here. So it's usually a 737. The flight time is usually 2 hours and 40 minutes, but according to this, it was actually 2 hours and 24 minutes. So that's an average flight time from Birmingham to Dubrovnik, 2 hours 40 minutes, but it was actually 2 hours 24. So the flight took off at 6 minutes past 12 and landed at 3:30. It was due to land at 4:05, so it landed at 15:29, which is basically 30 minutes early because of a tailwind. So Birmingham have 2 flights a week to Dubrovnik. They go on a Saturday and a Tuesday. So this was a Tuesday flight. That's a Saturday flight, which is this weekend, and then that's next Tuesday the 9th. So on a weekend it goes at 20 to 8 in the morning, which would have been better really for me, but anyway. And then the Tuesday flights are lunchtime departures. So I would say the next one, which is next Tuesday, will probably be a similar arrival time to this. This arrival time was 4 minutes early, but it departed 15 minutes late, but still got there 4 minutes early. So that's on average a flight to Dubrovnik from Birmingham. That's basically the route that it takes, coming down when the map appears. I know the signal can be a bit dodgy, but yeah, that's the general route coming down into Dubrovnik. So you're going straight over down the south of England, over into Paris. But I know another route I've done is where I've gone from Birmingham or Manchester. I've gone from Manchester as well, and you've come straight down this side and gone down over Belgium and that way into Dubrovnik. So this one today came down the middle of Britain, straight over Paris, over into Switzerland, and down. Next week the route might be different. It might go from Birmingham across, down that way, or come down this side and go in, whichever. But either way, it's about 2.5 hours. So that's just giving you a rough idea of the route that you would take if you were going on a Jet2 flight from Birmingham to Dubrovnik, or from Manchester. East Midlands also fly to Dubrovnik with Jet2 and TUI, so you've got plenty of choice of airports to go from. But that's the route the plane took today. That was the plane that was used. They may use a different one next week, but that was the one that was used today. So if you sit in this side of the plane where it says Jet2, level with this wing, then you're going to get a good view of the old town. And obviously when I fly out there in a couple of weeks, I will be making sure that I will be videoing the landing, especially as we're coming down over the old town, because the scenery is just amazing. So there'll be plenty of pictures and video of the flight to come. So that's just giving you a rough idea of the flight from Birmingham to Dubrovnik for today. So thank you for watching, and continue to subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more videos coming in the next couple of weeks, obviously when I head out to Croatia. So I look forward to your response, and thank you again for your response to the Peak Wildlife Part 1s as well. It's done really well, gained over 1,000 more viewers, so that's excellent. I've gained a couple more subscribers, so keep it coming. Thank you for watching, and good evening.